The sound of rain on the roof opened my eyes. A bucket full of wet wind whirled through the cabin's wall hole, and I studied the day, then softly sang, "Morning come, but no sun, and quiet is everywhere." I yawned big, wanting to stretch, but I couldn't budge without waking everyone. We were like 4 field mice twined together on our narrow straw bed. Mama was still asleep next to me, Pa cuddled beside her, close like 2 hands when you pray. My only brother, Abraham, who was a year older than me, was flat on his back beside Pa, snoring loud and hard. His huge mouth was wide open, chest growing so big with every breath, it looked like it was about to burst. The cabin walls are black with soot, and it only takes 10 of my footsteps to cross from one side to the other. But we have a porch where we can sit outside and feel like our world is as wide as the sky with all of its stars. Out back, we have a garden where we grow cowpeas alongside red yams, okra, greens, and watermelons, which Pa refers to as August hams. The fire in the fireplace had burned out, inviting the cold to fill the cabin. But tiny pieces of hot wood that looked like orange lightning bugs lingered, resting atop the gray ashes. Mama groaned and pulled the blanket up around her neck. "Is the fire out, Sally Mae?" she asked. "Sure enough," I replied. "It raining?" "Yes, ma'am, and plenty hard." Mama squirmed out of Pa's arms, stared into my eyes, and smiled. "No cotton today." I gave her a giant grin. "Indeed." She tied on her head rag and poked Pa with her elbow. "Titus," she whispered. Pa opened one eye and glanced around the cabin for signs of daybreak. "It morning, Dessa?" he asked. "Indeed, and raining," Mama replied. I giggled and repeated, "Plenty hard." The laughter in Pa's belly had barely rolled its way to his mouth when the rain began to pour through the holes in the roof. "Abraham!" Pa yelled as he leaped up and pulled on his breeches. Abraham woke with a start and slid onto the floor. "Grab rags, young'un. Straw, too. And hurry before the floor turns to mud," Pa said as he pushed through the door and stepped outside. I crawled out of bed and peeped through the half-open door. The sky held the darkest of clouds, promising an all-day rain. I smiled at Abraham before he went out. "We got a day off and it ain't even Sunday." "What you got to look so happy about? Corn and cotton fields still gonna be there tomorrow and every day after that. Besides, I bet you the missy'll call you up to the house to help tend her young'uns or clean her pantry," he fussed, trailing behind Pa outside into the storm. I gazed toward the big house and hoped he was wrong. The last time it had rained, the missy had had more help than she needed up at the house, and Mama and I'd filled our day with quilting and chatter. "Sally Mae?" Mama called as she piled kindling and wood in the fireplace. "Don't appear idle or the master might likely sell you." "Master ain't likely to sell no one, and I know it," I replied. "Never has and never will. Master say, you born on Harrison land, you sure enough gonna die on Harrison land." Young Master Harrison uttered those words nearly every Sunday morning before he rode off to church. I'm not like my daddy, God rest his soul. After all, I am a Christian man, and the Lord above owns my soul, he would add as he cracked his whip once, then again, and often a third time before his lazy brown and white speckled horse would begin its slow gallop, pulling the buggy that brought the master, who had eyes that were blue like the sky, and his yellow-haired missy to the brick church with the wooden cross that pointed straight up to heaven. "Hush now," Mama said, "before the devil hears you and makes it not so. And here, set the pail out to catch water. Save you from having to tote it from the well." I set the pail down outside and watched as the raindrops began to fill it. Plinkety-plink, plinkety-plink. Mama joined me and looked up. "Likely it'll rain all day, clear to nightfall."